wide on this. Question 3. I kind of went quite wide on this one, but it'll be fine. Okay, so 3A. Photoreceptor systems are found across the 3 domains. Name the light-sensitive molecule in animals that combines with the protein opsin to form photoreceptors of the eye. Okay, that's a straight KU, that's fine, that's retinal. Okay, rod cells contain rhodopsin. Explain why these cells can function in low light intensities. Now this has been asked, just because I know because I've been doing all of them today, in another past paper as well, and exactly the same answer. Okay, what you need to say is that you've got a high amplification. Okay, now you need to know the entire pathway of that one, but for 1 mark, you're just going to say it's high amplification. Okay, describe the role of bacteria rhodopsin in RK. Forget that, because that is also not in the content anymore. Okay, let me spin to the right a little bit. Okay, figure 1 shows the absorption spectra of rhodopsin in a variety of organisms. Owlflies have rhodopsin that is sensitive to light at 345 nanometers, which is in the UV. Suggest how the photoreceptor proteins of owlflies differ from those of crabs. Well, okay, we know that retinal is retinal, so what must be different is there must be a different structure of the opsin. That's it. You're not expected to know exactly how that would be altered, just that it's different. Okay, figure 2 shows the depth of penetration in water of different wavelengths in daylight. Okay, so we've got white light of all colours, and then they split it up into the basic spectrum, actually a little bit further, because obviously we're going into the UV. 400 to 700 is your visible light, but we've actually got down here the 300 to 400. Okay, crab species tend to live in shallower coastal waters, whereas octopus species can live in open waters. Explain how the data from figures 1 and 2, and it's in bold for both of them, support this statement. Okay, right, well, let's have a look here. So our octopus is the dotted line. So we can see that the octopus has its maximal absorption, if we take this down, somewhere around about 450 nanometers. Okay, so its maximal absorption is here. And when you look at that, you're like, well, this is at 450, you have got the wavelength of light which is actually penetrating the furthest, actually below 200 meters. Okay, so that's only half of it, because it's octopus and crab. Okay, so if we have a look at the crab one, crab line is your kind of spaced dotted, not dotted, but kind of slammed on these ones, right? So maximum in this one, take this down, is around about 500, and if we look at the 500, it does not penetrate as far. So you're going to have to put both of that sets of data in. So you're going to have to say that the maximum absorption of the octopus is around 450 nanometers, whereas for the crab it's about 500, and the 450 nanometers has the greatest depth that it can penetrate to, so therefore that gives you your best thing for someone that lives in the dark. Not lives in the dark, lives in the depths, sorry. And that's it. Okay, and that's the question.